had a very successful marriage. I was very happily married, there was no doubt about that. And also I had an affair, and people find that really baffling. And I have to say, I find it quite baffling because it seemed to work. And it made me very happy, and my life was a very happy life. If Harold and I had met today, we'd be attracted to each other as we were then, but I think the times have changed, and I think we would have been under enormous pressure, or I think other people today are, to sort of get on with it, you know, make a decision, are you going to have an affair or not? As though there was a pressure of time, as though you were in a hurry to conclude things. We weren't actually, we got to know each other very slowly over a long period of time. I mean, we met, but we met in cafes and pubs. You couldn't get on with anything very much then. The superinjunction is just terrible, I think, all this idea that now the story is almost out there, virtually out there, isn't it, on Twitter? You're still going to try and clam down the truth. I mean, I think it's really just important to face up to the truth, which we slowly did in the course of our affair. And I think we didn't live on that level. I mean, people didn't think like that very much, or well, certainly we didn't. And when we knew each other, Harold had had 1 or 2 plays produced. I was a housewife, so it wasn't a high-profile business, and nobody went running to the press. 1 or 2 of our friends knew, but nobody leaked this matter at all. There was a sort of discretion about the Times. That was Harold Pinter's decision to make the story public, which is when he asked me to talk to Michael Billington, who was writing his biography. I was rather shocked to be asked to talk because it was breaking the secret we've kept so long. But of course the book was about his plays, and betrayal reflected a lot of our affair, and Harold wanted it to be on the record as part of his work. And he did say, well, you know, it's all a long time ago, the wounds have healed, everyone's recovered from it, why not? Why not do that? And I said, well, that's the case, I'd be delighted. And so it came out into the newspapers when that book was published, so he broke the code. And initially I was shocked, and then I thought, it makes sense to talk about it. And I go to see quite a number of the productions.